Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So before I start, can one please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yes. Fine. So today I'll be entering into the technicals of Python, right? Python data types and variables. Python data types and variables. Every organization, every organization, every organization use case has got, every organization use case has got data and operations. Every organization use case has got data and operations. Data represented, data represented using data types, data represented using data types and variables. Data represented using data types and variables. Operations represented using operations represented using functions. Data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. If we talk about any organization means if, for example, take example of a bank. Bank has got both data and operations, right? Bank has got both data and operations. Data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. Operations represented using functions. Right. Data represented using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. For example, bank has got data asset. Data means like customer data, customer name, account number, address, balance, and branch. Data like customer name, account number, address, balance, and branch. Operations like withdraw operation, transfer operation, withdraw operations, transfer operations, right? Yes. Deposit operations, right? Yes. Generally, data represented using data types and variables. Operations using functions, right? To make you understand much better, just observe this. If we are comparing the data types of C or C++ or Java, C, C++ or Java compared with Python, C or C++ or Java compared with Python, right? As Python supports dynamic data types. Python supports dynamic data types. In C, C++ or Java, right? If you see in C, C++ or Java, if you are defining some variables like x as compulsory the data type int, y as 4.5, compulsory say float y, x as 10, y as 4.5. Hello, like string z, index float y and string z. Index float y and string z. Without this data type defining, you cannot create this variable x. Without this data type defining, you cannot create this variable y. Without this data type defining, you cannot create this variable z. Yes, but in Python, directly we can say x as 10, directly we can say y as 4.5, directly we can say z as hello. Directly we can say x as 10, y as 4.5, and z as hello. X has 10, y has 4.5, z has hello. Here, what kind of variable x is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as integer variable. What kind of variable y is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as float. What kind of variable z is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as string type. So int or float or string. Here, what kind of variable x is means as you are assigning integer value, integer variable is created dynamically during a runtime. So here in Python, no need to define this data types directly. What value you are assigning, based on the value assigned, the variable x gets created dynamically. As you assign a integer value, integer variable is created dynamically. If you want to know the type, there is a type function given by Python. Type of x is what type? Integer. Why it is integer? Because you have assigned an integer value. Type of y is what type? You assigned a float, right? Yes. Type of y is float type. Type of z. Type of z is what type? Type of z is what type? String type. Type of x is integer. Type of y is float. Type of z is string. Based upon what value you are assigning? Based on the value assigned, the variables created dynamically. If you are assigning like the integer value, integer variable, type of y is float, type of z is string. Yes. Why this type of y is float? Because you have assigned a float value. That's why float variable created. Type of z is y. As you have assigned a string value, type of z is string type. To make you understand much better, so I'm going to discuss 4 cases for this. I'm going to discuss 4 cases. Case 1. Whenever I'm saying x equal to 10, whenever I'm saying x equal to 10, what happens internally, you need to understand. Internally, one object is going to get created. An object with the value 10 gets created. It is going to have some address. The address given to x. X value is 10. The address is given to x. The address is given to x. What x is storing? What x is storing? Don't say x is storing 10. X to stores this address. X stores this address. You need to understand 3 things here. Whenever I say print x, it goes to this address and prints whatever present at that address. What is present at that address? 10. Prints prints the content of x. What is the content of x? prints the content at that address, prints the content at that address. What is the content at this address? 10. Prints the content at that address. It goes to this address and prints the content, right? Yes. Next, print ID of X. Print ID of X prints the address of X. Address of X. What is the address of X? 103070. Prints the address of X. ID of X prints exactly the address. There is a function given by Python, ID function. And print, if you want to print the type, one more function, type of X, prints the data type of X. Prints the data type of X. What is the data type? Prints the data type of X. As you are assigning an integer value to X, type of X is int type. Printing the content, printing the address, and printing the type, printing the content of the variable, address of the variable, the type of the variable. Yes. Case 2. So understand this case 2. From here onwards, I want the sessions to be more interactive. So everyone unmute yourself and try to give your responses. You can unmute yourself and give a response, or you can type your response in the chat. Here, whenever I say x equal to 10, y equal to 20, how many objects are created? Everyone try to respond now. X equal to 10, y equal to 20, how many objects are created? For 10, one object. For 20, another object. Two objects are created. For 10, one object. For 20, another object. This is going to have some address. This is going to have some address. This address is given to X. This address is given to Y. Given to X, this address given to Y, right? Yes. Now try to respond here. Whenever I say print X, what is the X value? Everyone try to respond. What is X? Unmute yourself and try to give your responses, everyone, right? Print X, what is the X value? 10. What is it? 10. It goes to this address and print whatever present at the address. Content of X, that is 10. ID of X, 103070. Type of X, data type of X. Integer, right? Integer. X equal to 10, ID of X, type of X. Print Y. Prints the content of Y, that is 20. Address of Y, ID of Y, 104080. Type of Y is what type? Integer type. Type of Y is what type? Integer type, right? Yes. Yes. Print. Okay. Two different variables x and y with two different values 10, 20, then two different objects, then two different addresses. Understand here? Right. Two different variables with two different values, two different objects with two different addresses. Yes. Yes. Observe this case three, right? So two different variables, two different values, two different objects, two different addresses. X value is 10, Y value is 10. Try to respond now, everyone. How many objects will be created here? X value is 10, Y value is 10. X is 10, Y is 10, right? Yes. Hmm. How many objects will be created? Two objects or one object? Everyone, observe carefully here. Only one object is going to be created. Only one object with value 10 is created with some address. Don't think like two objects. Before creating object for Y, it checks any object with value 10 if it is already available. The same address will be given to Y. X value 10, Y value 10, Z value 10. X is 10, Y is 10, Z is 10. Don't think three objects with 10, 10, 10 will be created. Only one object. Its address is given to X, Y, and Z. Its address is given to X, Y, and Z. Address is given to X, Y, and Z. Hmm. Print X. Okay, can you see now? X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content and the address. If X value is 10, if Y is 20, if Z is 30, then three objects are created. But if values are same, only one object. If values are different, multiple objects. So can I say print X, print Y, and print Z? They are going to print the same thing. There is 10. Print address of X, address of X, address of Y, and address of Z. They are going to print the same address, right? 103070, and type of X and type of Y and type of Z, the same data type. Type of X is integer, type of Y is also integer, type of Z is also integer. Yes. Three different variables. See, X value 10, Y is 10, only one output, only one address, right? Case 4, observe this case 4, right? Case 4. X value is 10, X value is 10, Y is 20. Sorry, case 4. Observe this case 4, right? Here, X is 10, X is 20, not X and Y here. X is 10, X is 20. For 10, one object will be created. For 20, another object will be created. For 10, one object. For 20, another object. Address given to X. For this, another object. X is 10 and X is 20. 10 and 20. Okay, it's count. Okay, now just observe this. Up to here it is fine. But if I say print x, what is the x value it is going to print? Print x means what is the x value? Whether it will print a 10 or 20. So print x means whether it will print 10 or 20 or both. What is your answer, everyone?
The
If I
recent value.
Yes, the latest value it is going to print, right? X value was 10 previously. X value is 20. The latest value it prints always the latest value. Address of X also it is going to print the latest 104090. See, X can store only one value. X can store only one address. It cannot store two values or two address. So before creating X equal 20, first it will remove it. It will delete this and creates a new variable with X value 20. Yes. Understood these four cases. Any queries in this? Anyone? Right? Case 1, case 2, case 3. Case 1, how to print the content, how to print the address, how to print the type. Case 2, two different variables x and y with two different values 10 and 20 with two different objects with two different addresses. Case 3, x is 10, y is 10, z is 10. Only one object. Just check it. Only one object, only one address. X is 10, y is 10, and z is 10. Only one object, only one address. Yes. Case 4, x value is 10, x value is 20. Always the latest value will be considered. The previous one gets removed, right? So these are defining variables in Python. So now coming back to this data types mainly are of two types. Data types mainly are of two types. Fundamental data types. Fundamental data types. Second is collection data types. Collection data types, fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types means object holding a single value. Object holding a single value. Object holding a single value. Object holding single value. For example, x equal to 10. One object with the value 10. Object holding single value, right? Object x equal to 10 on object with some address. That address is given to x. Object holding single value. Object holding single value. Collection data type means the name itself saying a collection of values, a group of values, set of values. Object holding multiple values. Object holding multiple values or group of values. Object holding single value, object holding multiple values. X equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here one object, right? Yes. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Object holding single value in a simple way, right? Object holding single value, fundamental data type. Object holding group of values or multiple values, collection data type. Here, object, this is going to have some address, that address given to X. Here, object to holding a group of values. Object to holding a group of values. Object to holding a group of values. Object holding single value and object holding a group of values. Yes. So now what are the various fundamental data types? What are the various collection types? Check it, right? Yes. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Understand here? Fundamental data types. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Integer, second float, Boolean, string, complex. Integer like age 25. Float something like height 6.3. Boolean which returns either true or false. Sequence collection of characters. City equal to Hyderabad, right? Sequence collection of characters. Complex x plus iy. Real and imaginary. This real part, this imaginary part. In Python, instead of the symbol I, we use the symbol J. So integer, float, Boolean, string, sequence collection of characters. This is real and imaginary parts, that is complex. Later I discuss about complex. So these are the various fundamental types, 5 types. Collection data types. Collection data types mainly of 4 types of collections. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. Very simple representation, right? In Python, list by using squared bracket, tuple by using a normal braces, set by using curly braces, dictionary by using a key and a value, dictionary by using key value format. Example here, list of values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. List of values, tuple of values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Set of values z equal to curly like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. List of values, tuple of values, set of values, dictionaries of key and value. W equal to name Ajay, age 25. This is key, this is value. This is key, this is value. Key value, key value, key value representations. Key value, key value representations. List by use. By seeing this braces, we need to identify what kind of collection. Square bracket, list type. Normal bracket, it is tuple type. Curly bracket, set type. This is key value, dictionary type, right? Yes. So we have got a lot of discussion on these collections, right? List indexing, list slicing, list properties, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, list modifications. Similarly for tuple, right? Sets and dictionaries. In the case of fundamental type, we have got a lot of discussion on string. We have got a lot of discussion on string, right? String indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? Yes. String. What is a string? A string is a sequence collection of, it is a sequence collection of characters. The sequence collection of characters. It's a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented. In Python, a string is represented using single quote. Yes, using single quote, using a double quote, right? In Python, a string is represented using single quote, using double quote, yes, and triple quote. String is represented using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. String is represented using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. Example, as I said just now, x equal to Hyderabad. If you are representing something in double quotes or single quote or triple quote, it is a string. Yes. Sequence a collection of characters. Sequence a collection of characters. Okay. Yes, sequence collection of characters. Each character of a string, each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. Yes. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. String supports two types. Okay. Like positive index or negative index. Positive index or forward index. Secondly, negative index. Negative index or backward index. Positive index or forward index, negative index or backward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Here, negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Right to left. Index starts with -1. Yes. So this is forward index are positive, forward index are positive, backward index are negative. Just observe this with some example. Just see when to go for double quote, single quote or double quote. For single word or single line, you can go with that. For multiple lines for a paragraph, you can go for triple quote. Whenever you say x equal to Python, something in double quotes. If you are keeping something in double quotes, it's a string. For this also, internally, one object will be created. An object will be created in this way, right? Python, some address, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Index starts from left to right. This is forward index or positive index. Forward index or positive index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Backward index or negative index. Forward index or positive index, backward index or negative index. Always, okay, left to right. This is from right to left. What is the value of x of 2? Everyone try to respond. What is the value of x of 2? T. What is the value of x of -2? O, right? X of -2 is O, x of 2 is T. So using positive index or using negative index, you can access this character of a string. So this single line comment starts with hash symbol in Python. It's not executable, but if you want to comment multiple lines, then in this way, multi-line comment x equal to Python, a string, something in double quotes, something in double quotes, right? Print x, if we say print x, print type of x, print x, print type of x, id of x. Print x, print type of x, print id of x. Prints that Python type is integer, sorry, print type is string type. You are assigning a string, right, to x. So it will be string type and id of x. Or you can say length of x. Number of characters, right, within the string. Print x, it prints Python, type is a string type, length is what? 6. Y equal to programming. Y equal to programming. Print y, type of y. Okay. Yes. Print y, programming, type of y, string type. Print x plus y. X plus y is concatenation. We say concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding two strings. First string followed by first string followed by second string. Right? Yes. Concatenation, adding two strings, first string followed by second string, x plus y, right? Observe this output, check it, save it, right? Yes. In the C drive, we created separate folder Python 7 p.m. batch. Save it as str1.py, right? Yes. Ah, first string followed by say run module, right? Yes. Python programming, first string followed by second string. If you want to want some space between these two, add three strings. Python space Python space programming, right? Python programming. Three strings, right? Python space programming. We are adding three strings. Next, string slicing. String slicing, extracting particular portion of a string. Extracting particular portion of a string. Extracting particular portion of a string, x equal to Python program. Extract only Python from this. Extract only the word Python from this. Extract only Python means right. Print x of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 to 5, right? But 0 to 5 I need to give, but 6 I need to give. Actually 0 to 5 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm giving 6. This we call it as lower bound. This we call it as upper bound. Always upper bound is excluded. Always upper bound is excluded, right? Yes. Means the 6 is up to 5 it will consider, right? Yes. 6 will be excluded, up to 5 it will consider. If you give 5, 5 should have been excluded. You should have not got this n, right? Always upper bound is excluded. Next, extract that middle portion, right? PROG. Extract PROG. Extract only that PROG, the middle portion of the string. Print x of only this. Try to respond everyone. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 6, even the space take one index. Start with 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want. Means 7 to 11. 11 excluded. Up to 10 it will take a PROG, right? Yes. Takes a PROG. If I say in the opposite way, x of 11 to 7, what is the output you get? Everyone. What is the output you get for 11 to 7? If I say 7 to 11, okay, PROG. If I say 11 to 7, empty string. Why empty string? Because always Slicing in the forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. If you're going in the backward direction, right? Yes. Yes. He was always slicing in the forward direction. Hmm. Check it whether you got empty string or not. Whether you empty string you got, right? Empty string. Hmm. Extract the entire word. Okay, extract PROG using negative index. No. Extract PROG using negative index. Extract PROG using negative index. How to extract PROG using negative index? Try to say X of using a negative index also should go in forward direction. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. -7 you want, -6 you want, -5 you want, -4 you want. So -7 to -3. -3 will be excluded up to -5 will take -7 to -3. -7, -7, -6, -5, -4. Okay. -4 exclude up to -3 it will take, right? Yes. -3 is excluded. -7, -6, -5, -4. -4 will be to -3 it takes. Now extract the entire word program. Extract the entire word program. This one using a positive index, you say me first, everyone. Using a positive index, you say me X of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want, 11 you want, 12 and 13. 7 to 13, if I said M will be excluded. Can I say 14? 14 index not available. I can take 14 because 14 excluded. Up to 13 only it will consider. 7 to 13 program you will get, right? Yes. Otherwise, shortcut to it. Print X of 7 to don't provide this upper bound, right? Yes. This also, right, up to the end of the string. Don't provide 7 to up to the end of the string, right? Yes. For example, if you ignore this lower bound, if you ignore this lower bound, right? 6. This one. 0 to 6, 0 to 6. Both returns Python. If you, for example, we're not providing this lower bound, by default, it reads from the start of the string to 6. Start of the string means 0 to 6. This and this both are same. If you are ignoring both lower and upper bounds, right? If you are ignoring those lower and upper bounds, right? What it prints? Entire string. Entire string. So do you require spaces there? Right. Is it compulsory to give spaces here? This both are valid. No, prints the entire string. Print x similar to print x. Print x to 0 to up to the end of the string. These 4 statements results the same output. Print a Python program, Python program, Python program from 0 to end of the string. Python program only, right? Yes. Understanding like string slicing, right? Next, just I'll take 5 minutes more. String methods, we don't need to write huge things, right? String methods. Upper to print in uppercase. To print in uppercase, for example, x equal to Hyderabad. I want to print this either a word or a line or a paragraph. If you want to print in upper, the string name dot upper, that's it. It prints everything in the uppercase now. Save it with any name with the dot py extension. Check it, run. If you run it, entire thing in uppercase. Hyderabad in uppercase. Mm. Now lower, right? Yes, to print in lowercase, right? Yes. For example, x equal to Mumbai. If I want to print a word or a line or a paragraph in lowercase, the string name dot lower. Check it now, right? Run module, right? Lowercase. Yes. For example, x equal to India. Only the first character I want in uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases only. In such case, x dot capitalize, right? Yes. Only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining everything in the lower cases. Run module. Only the first character I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Yes, what is that method? Capital. Check it, right? The output. Only the first character I only if you want to keep in uppercase. Can you see only I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases? Capitalize. What is that? Capitalize. For capitalizing the first character. For capitalizing the first character of. For capitalizing the first character of. Yes, of a string. For capitalizing the first character of a string. Run module, right? Yes. Only the first character I have in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. for capitalizing the first character of a string. And for example, check with this title x equal to right. This is a string. Good evening, Hyderabad. Good evening, Hyderabad, right? Yes. Print x. I want, how many words are there? One, two, three. Every word, first character I want in the uppercase. Every word, first character I want in the uppercase. This G in upper, this E in upper, and this H in uppercase I want. What is that? X dot, X dot title. X dot title, right? Yes. Every word first, if I say capitalize, only the first character only. But if I say title, every word first character, G in uppercase, E in uppercase, H in uppercase. Run module, right? Yes. Good evening, Hyderabad. G in uppercase, E in uppercase, H in uppercase, right? Yes. Good evening, Hyderabad. Fifth. Now, yes. Now, swap case. For converting one case to another case. For converting one case to another case. For converting one case to another. For converting one case to another case. Just for example, the same thing I'll take. If it is in lower case, it reverses to uppercase. If it is in upper, it reverses, just reverses the case. Print x dot swap case. Yes. If it is in lower, it converts everything to upper. If it is in upper, converts to lower. See, in the previous example, title, right? Good evening, Hyderabad. Each and every word, first character in the uppercase or not? Good, see here, G in uppercase, evening, E in uppercase, Hyderabad. Where exactly this title can be useful? For example, you got some employee names. Employees equal to, employee names equal to, right? Yes. For example, Rahul, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, Amar, Rohit. Rahul, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, Amar, Rohit. Rahul, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, Amar, Rohit. Mm. Print emps dot I want each and every employee name first character in the uppercase. Every employee name first character dot title. That's it. Now you can see even if you've got hundreds of names, every employee name first character in the uppercase. Rahul R in uppercase, Ajay A in uppercase, Miller M in uppercase, Blake in uppercase, James Amal, right? Rohit R in uppercase. Each and every name first character in the uppercase. Right? Yes. Next, for example, just 2 minutes I take, right? Replace, for replacing a portion of a string, for replacing a portion of a string. X equal to, I'm saying like Java is easy. For example, Java is easy. Print x dot replace the word Java with Python. Replace the word Java with Python. Replace the word Java with Python, right? Yes. Replacing the word Java with Python, right? Yes. Now what is that output you get? Python is easy. Python is easy, right? Yes. For example, Java is easy and Java is simple. Whenever we say Java is easy and Java is simple, right? Yes. Hmm. Replacing okay, Java is easy and Java is simple. Replacing the word Java with Python. Replacing the word Java with Python, right? Yes. Python is easy and Python is simple. Python is easy and Python is simple. Python is easy and Python is simple. Check it here. Mm. So in this way, we have got many methods. Just we have seen upper, lower, capitalize, title, swap case, replace, count, join, format, strip, find, starts with, ends with. We have got many more methods that we'll be discussing in the next class. So these are the various string methods, right? Yeah. So as said, tomorrow there is a session, and tomorrow the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled, right? For getting tomorrow's link. From tomorrow onwards, it will be the paid link. You are supposed to get enrolled by paying that fees. You can see in the chart, right? You can see in the chart a big message is given by this online team. Content, the course content, the contact details of this online team, the payment details. Tomorrow the class will be at 8 p.m. From tomorrow onwards, daily the class will be at 8 o'clock. It will be starting. Tomorrow there will be a class as a continuation, but most of the time the classes will be from Monday to Friday, but as a continuation, tomorrow there is a class. Sometimes, some days on Saturdays, I'll be taking classes, not all the Saturdays. So tomorrow there is a session at 8 p.m., but with a different link. So get enrolled for getting the link to your mail. So there is a big message given by this online team, right? Check in that. 1 second. Uh, they also mentioned, don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID that is provided, Durgasoft online training @gmail.com. Then only they'll be forwarding the link, right? To Just try to share the screenshot of your payment receipt to that mail ID that is provided. To the same mail ID, they will forward you the link for tomorrow's class. All right. The account details, the payment, Google Pay details, everything is given there. You can check with that. Fine. So once again, you can check with that course content. In brief, in depth, we'll be discussing about this, right? Python basics. What is Python? Why Python? History, applications, features, advantages, versions, installations, flavors, right? Python operations, right? Python operations. Yes, Python operations, Python modes of execution, right? Oh, yes, interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors, IDEs, Python constants, Python variables, comments in Python, input output statements. Yes, check it. Type conversions, comments in Python, right? Yes. Strings in Python, string indexes, string slicing, right? Operators in Python, Python IDEs, flow control statements, looping statements, strings, collections in Python, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, functional programming, lambda functions, filter function, map function, reduce function, modules in Python, package, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, database access, database connectivity, Python, date and time, right? Operating system module, right? Advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, web scraping, working with CSV file, working with XML files, JSON files, graphic programming, right? Yes. Data analytics, working introduction to data science, creating Python pandas, Python NumPy, and Python matplotlib, right? Yes. These 30 topics in brief I'll be discussing as part of this Python, right? Many modules related to some modules related to data science, some related to big data, some related to databases, some related to OS, some related to graphics I'll be discussing, and also how to create our own modules in Python, and also people who wants to go for Python full stack. People who wants to go for Python full stack, Django framework in brief, Django framework, web frameworks, Django installation, Django project architecture, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, right? Yes, UI technologies, right? UI technologies, HTML in brief, CSS, cascading style sheets, JavaScript, and MySQL, right? Yes. So just observe this, right? Python core and advanced, like around 60 to 70 hours, like 2 months duration, 5,000 is the course fee. UI technologies, UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Django framework, around 15 applications, right? Django framework, right? Around 15 applications, right? Flask framework, Django framework, Flask framework, MySQL. Topics from 2 to 6, it also takes around 60 to 70 hours, 2 months duration. So Python for 2 months, Python 2 months, frameworks for 2 months, totally 4 months, 5,000 for this Python, 7,000 for this frameworks, totally 12,000. But if you are taking the entire package, Python package with single payment, it is 10,000. So from tomorrow onwards, first 1 week I'll be saying at 7 p.m. But from tomorrow onwards, it will be at 8 p.m. I said, right? Yes. Offerings from my side, right? Offerings from my side. Yes. Live session videos, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks, a WhatsApp group for technical discussions, resumes and interview questions, live interactive hands-on sessions, 300 plus code examples, and 15 plus applications, right? Yes. So, yes. Tomorrow, a WhatsApp group will be created. You will be added to the WhatsApp group. From tomorrow onwards, daily, one video will be added to your Google Drive. Notes you will be getting to your mails. Assignments and tasks you'll be getting on a regular basis, right? Any queries you got, anyone, right? Yes. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow at 8 p.m. in the evening, right? So get enrolled for getting these videos, notes, getting added to the WhatsApp, right? Fine. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Good night.